Hello, I'm Bill Peterson, a Minnesota probate and estate planning attorney. When a loved one dies, his or her debts must be paid to their creditors and their assets distributed to their heirs or beneficiaries. When I say assets, I mean the deceased person's real estate, bank accounts, stocks or bonds, 401ks, automobile, furniture, jewelry, and other personal property. If there is a will, then that's the roadmap of the deceased person that must be followed. If there is no will, then we must rely on the program of distribution that the legislature has provided in probate law. When there is no will, this is called intestacy, and the assets are split according to what the legislature decides, what it thinks most people would have wanted. The key person in administering the estate is called the personal representative or executor. If there is a will, the decedent usually nominates who he or she wants to be the executor. The court will usually go along with the choice of the deceased person for that selected person to become the executor. The executor has the job to collect all of the assets of the decedent, as well as collecting his bills and other obligations. It's the executor's job to see that the beneficiaries recover what the deceased person wanted each of them to get. The executor is also responsible to see that the estate accounts are properly set up and that the decedent's tax returns are filed. The executor is accountable to the beneficiaries to supervise the administration of the estate. He or she must make sure that the estate is administered in a fair and legal manner. The executor who is appointed becomes what we call a fiduciary. This means he or she has a high duty to handle the probate assets in a careful and prudent manner. He or she must safeguard the assets for the benefit of the beneficiaries, and he cannot use the estate assets as though they were the executor's personal property. The executor is entitled to reasonable compensation and reimbursement for the expenses that he or she has had to pay in order to carry out the job. The job of an executor or personal representative is an important one for the family. Sometimes it can even seem like a thankless task. However, it is a job that can help preserve peace in the family, as well as to transmit the wealth and property to the heirs or beneficiaries.